Oh, the song was nice. I was hoping to hear the whole song.
Not bad, yeah.
What was the song?
Yeah, that was a nice song.
Actually, they use a lot of
Hmm.
Van Morrison songs.
What's the name
Yeah,
of that song?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's because the direct. I don't know. The director maybe he liked Van Morrison.
but that's from that era.
Kenneth Branagh.
What time? What year
Kenneth
was it?
Branagh. This was
Yeah.
1960s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So Kenneth Branagh at the time was still probably 10 years old.
Yeah. But this is not a true story. He was created.
Yeah, but it's inspired by his childhood, right? So it's kind of autobiographical in a way.
Kenneth
Yeah.
Branagh, is it the famous British actor, English actor?
And director.
Yeah, he played in Much Ado About Nothing, and what is the one? The one in the murder mystery, something on the train.
Oh
Murder on-
yeah. And he also directed Thor.
Yeah, he did.
And
The
that's why
the
in the
first Thor
movie
movie, yeah.
there was a Thor reference when the kid was reading a Thor comic book.
Oh, you must have read reviews already.
No, in the movie, like we saw him reading a comic book.
Oh, yeah, we did.
The cover Thor.
At the beginning, it said that it was during the 1950s.
1950s.
Yeah.
Well, it said 1960.
Okay. Even if it was
Well, because they were watching Star Trek, so that
Star
would
Trek?
have been 1960s.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
thing said 1960. It didn't
if
say
it was
1950.
okay, even if it was even if they were watching Star Trek in color.
In color. Oh
They
yeah,
were
that was
watching
black
it
and
in
white.
color.
Well, they had black and white
Yeah.
TV.
Which one? Which one were they watching in color?
The
the
movie
color-
theater.
Yeah, that was Chitty Chitty Bang
Oh,
Bang.
yeah, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. That didn't come out until 69.
69, yeah.
Isn't this when it was set? 1969.
Yeah, so this would have been around the moon landing era. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
Well, the movie is set in 1969. Yes.
I because they were saying something about somebody yeah, they're talking about like going to the moon and
We're
stuff.
going to the
like
moon.
that.
That's yes.
They
Definitely
already came back. But
1969.
they said that
coming back
they already said that they already came back.
to the moon and back.
Yeah.
So
But,
they had to write something about them arriving back. So they had to get everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, the school
Strangely,
project. Yeah.
yeah, his bit of cinematic era on the producer's behalf. Star Wars wasn't shown.
Star Wars hasn't come yet. It's
Star Wars,
late 70s.
Star Wars was not shown in Ireland until I think about 2000.
Really?
I mean, you could see it like online, but not
That's interesting.
on TV.
So they were not showing it on television.
Did they mention Star Wars?
Yeah.
What?
No, they didn't mention Star Wars. I think Bill was just
Star
saying
Trek.
how.
Star Trek. I mean, sorry.
Oh, Star Trek.
Yeah, I'm just tired.
Yeah,
And
they
a bit-
did
Star
show
Trek.
scenes of
And
them
a bit
watching
drowsy.
Star
Star
Trek,
yeah.
Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit like how they do Star Trek and like Young Sheldon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey James, you recognize this guy, right? We saw him in the movie that we saw with Phil last year?
Oh man, yeah, I know him.
Yeah, he's is he French guy? I can't remember. Like, yeah, he's
Not sure.
Who's that guy?
No, I was talking about this guy. I remember him. We saw him in a like a silent film thingy.
Oh, the French movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. But who's the main guy? Who's the father?
Oh, you mean the kid?
No, who's the father?
Oh, the father is Jamie Dornan.
He looks familiar. Where is he from?
He's he did 50 Shades of Grey. So you were Christian Grey. That was one of his famous roles. And then his Once Upon a Time TV series.
Okay, so should we get to the movie, or are you just still?
Yeah, we're just talking
about
about all the
names?
characters.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Catriona,
Fine.
Yes, don't worry,
Judy
John.
Dench.
Don't worry, John. We are talking
Yeah,
about the movie.
So we're talking about the characters in the movie, but not talking actually about the movie.
Well, you normally talk about characters as well, right? Character guide, so that we know who
Yeah.
the actors are. Ciaran
Yeah.
Hinds, Pop,
So
yeah, and all these characters.
all the weird stuff happening in the movie, really, it just confused me a bit. Like, you know, the color TV and that kind of stuff.
They didn't have color
Um,
TV; it was black and white.
Yeah, in the home it was all black and white, but when I went to the cinema,
Then it was in color. In
then there
the
was in
cinema.
color. I mean, interesting how the film is mostly black and white, but there's like splashes of color when they went to like see movies and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
it's kind of interesting how we saw the Nightmare Alley show, and that was in color. They should
In
have made
colour.
that noir as well.
well, they did have a black and white version.
Yeah, they did eventually, but this one was made to be in noir. So I respect the decision to go with that in this movie. It actually worked out.
Yeah.
Well, shades of color, there was hardly any color except like in the movie theater and right at the end.
Because at the end, remember where the three lines, those who stayed, those who were lost. And so it's these black and white memories that I think the movie was trying to evoke.
Yeah.
But why did they use color in the cinema?
Why did they use color in the cinema? That's a good question.
That's a good
Fantastical
question.
world, it says. Highlight the
I
fantastical
think-
world of the movies.
I think just
So there's a
I
pop of
think
color
just yeah.
to contrast the
think I
imaginative with the reality of life. Because it seemed like the life they were living was kind of a bit,
Mm.
I don't know, depressing maybe.
It's got a drab, and the color of the cinema kind of like jolted you out of their world.
Yes, exactly,
Mm.
exactly. Out of the world, like it's like a brief escape into that fantasy other world, even for a little while.
Yeah.
And the young mother, is she from the British Showman? The actress.
The actress is Catriona Balfe. She's from Now You See Me, Super 8, Ford versus Ferrari, Outlander. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know her.
Yeah. No idea.
Because, you know, they're always asking, they're always talking about, you know, will we get to the moon? So it's kind of like talking about, say, a small town in America. If people from a small hick town in America will ever escape the hick town and poverty, you know what I mean?
Wait, what were you saying? Small town. Something about
Well,
small town.
Well, yeah, Okay, just the title leads you to believe that okay, it's just people that really can't get out of Belfast.
Oh yeah. Small town people wanting to go out and escape into.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
like at that time, Belfast was only half the size that it is now.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, anyway, it was an okay movie.
Yeah, it's as you say, it's made up, but it's semi autobiographical. So I think it's kind of like built upon the director's childhood memories, right?
Yep. But
Yeah.
then again, it doesn't really explain much of what actually happened, like the whole
Yeah.
like disagreement between like the Catholics and the Protestants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it probably doesn't. I don't think it's a movie that's about trying to explaining that, right? Because he was a child, so he probably didn't even understand much of what was exactly happening.
Yeah, but any explanation that we find is just one throwaway scene on the black and white television mentioning civil rights.
Yeah.
That was practically it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and there's also that movie with we had that controversial movie with dinosaurs living a long time.
Oh, that one.
Mankind with Rachel.
Rachel.
What's the name? Huh?
Rachel Welsh. Yeah.
What movie? What?
Yeah.
The one that they
Michelle
took them
Welch.
to see, and it's
Michelle
like all the
Welch,
women.
Yeah.
What was it?
The women Amazons.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but
I would have no idea.
yeah. I have seen that movie, and it's just completely ridiculous.
Well, the only thing I could think of that remotely resembles it is maybe the Jurassic World Dominion.
Oh,
maybe coming in June this year.
yeah.
Where practically the Star-Lord actor Chris Pratt is on the back of a dinosaur.
Well, it'll be
but,
fun.
you know,
It'll be fun because they got the original cast back as well.
For Dominion, yeah.
Yeah.
That looks
but
semi-okay.
I mean, if you think of Jurassic Park, they're using DNA splicing to bring back the
Dinosaurs, yeah.
Yeah, but we're not talking
dinosaurs.
about that movie, so let's move on.
No,
Sorry.
and they weren't doing it for the movie that they're watching. So yeah, that's the difference that I wanted to put across.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Actually, talking about here's all the references to movies. So there was Robin and the Seven Hoods, which was in color. There was Star Trek, obviously, we saw Star Trek. They were watching the TV show at home. Christmas Carol, Lost Horizon, and Chitty Bang Bang.
The Catholics were probably against men going to the moon. Probably saying
And
that
Thor.
it was a NASA conspiracy.
Oh, the Catholics, is it? Is that they want?
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole crazy thing.
I actually been to Belfast, so I know a bit about that town and the history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
interesting.
But the thing is, with
yeah.
the historical element, they don't really go into detail much about it. They just resolved around that one family. So in the terms of what it is, we don't hear anything from like the Catholic side as well. So
Yeah, well, exactly, right?
It ends up
Because-
being more of like a single-sided
Yes, it is. It is.
mindset.
Because it is told from the point of view of his, his
Problem,
childhood. Yeah. And apparently there's a touching door Easter egg. Well, there's definitely one because we saw him reading the comic book.
Well,
But apparently he
directed
was
the
also
movie.
carrying the
So
sword
what
or
was
something.
the father-mother relationship? Why is the father always away working?
Oh, I think he was owing a lot of money or something. The taxman's coming.
So he has to work
Work
somewhere.
his part off
Mm.
to pay it off.
Oh.
Yeah,
Older brother,
I'm pretty
right?
sure. I'm pretty sure it's mortgage on the house,
Yeah.
and
And
then
then
it was paid off, and the wife was trying to assert that to the bank, and the bank just put back taxes on it, which legally, which is kind of like illegal, but at that time they could get away with it.
there was an older
So,
brother
you
too,
know,
right, in the family.
There was $570 of back taxes, which would have taken them 5 years to pay back.
5 years. Wow. Yeah.
So the
But-
wife actually caused more problem to their finance.
Yeah, but
Yes, sir.
she didn't mean to.
She didn't mean to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Van Morrison is apparently he was born in Belfast. That's why they keep using his songs. Born in 1945. Yeah, he lived 3 miles from the director's childhood home, so practically neighbors.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, but the riots I found kind of interesting because if you're thinking about riots, something like that, it's usually only by like tends to be like a few bad men, so who wants to have the violence.
Yeah.
The whole thing about those movements usually doesn't relate always to that being so violent. Usually sometimes they're like only like peaceful protests, but this one is showing something which is a lot more sinister and dark.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty much all just instigated by that one guy. What's his name?
Yeah. And it's usually only like that few bad people. Like all of the Catholics wouldn't say bad things about the Protestants, obviously. So it's only that few bad eggs.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
in northern Belfast, at one stage, they had to cage off one side of a highway from the other, so that people wouldn't get killed from rocks being thrown and that kind of stuff. I remember like seeing footage of it, and you can still find footage of it on the internet.
Yeah,
Alright.
so it actually really was that bad. I thought that was a bit of a
It was worse than that. It was
That's
actually,
pretty bad.
really, really like full force outrage.
Yeah.
Or it was was like Muslims attacking Christians.
Yeah, killing on the street, people with knives and guns and
Yeah.
robots. And then
Okay,
Yeah,
that-
exactly.
Yeah, right now that would sound really out there, but if it actually did happen, then wow, I'd be like completely shocked.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was way before our time, so we wouldn't
Well,
know.
1960s. I mean, it would be
Well,
the time of
even
our.
in the 70s,
Yeah.
No, not before my time, Jono. I'm an old guy. Come on. Gee, Jono.
Hmm.
Gotta think of the old guy. Yeah.
Yep.
I saw
Alright.
my doctor.
Yeah, so it's
today.
actually not that far
So-
back. It was
this is,
60s. Yeah. All right. Back to this.
I missed the first 45 minutes. What was it about?
Oh, it's just more about the conflict between the Catholics and the Protestants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's in March, is it? Or Oscars? Yeah.
Oh, the Oscars. When's the Oscars? Yes, Oscars are normally I
Who's the
think
presenter?
around
Who's the presenter?
Sunday, 27th of March, 2022.
Who's the presenter this year?
Presenter, good question. I think at one time they were thinking of getting Tom Holland to do it, but
Tom Holland from
I don't think
Spider-Man.
he's doing it though.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tom Holland, he's been like quite busy with a lot of movies. He needs a break.
Yeah, he's Uncharted is out next week too.
Yeah.
Who is hosting? Does it say?
Of robots.
What?
Who is hosting? It well, it has been announced there'll be a host. It has not been revealed who has been tapped up. Favorites include Tom Holland, Steve Martin, Martin Short. So
Tiffany
Tom
Haddish.
Holland is in the running.
Tom Holland. Best actor. You know?
Huh?
What?
Who's in the running for best actor?
No, I'm talking about the hosting.
The host.
Oh, the host. The host.
Or if you want to know about best actor, well, we're sort of.
Or best actress.
We're back to the Oscars. I'm not the
Well, if you want, we can do our predictions as well for all the categories.
Zendaya.
Zendaya, you mean?
Zendaya.
Andrew
I
Garfield.
also-
I'd give it to Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield.
I also think that the host has some influence over which one is selected.
I don't think the host has
No, he has
power
no-
because
has
he's
no
not,
control
he's only
about
there to present, right?
Yeah.
It's the Academy who's voting.
Correct.
Best picture, we've talked about best picture actor. There's a few.
Andrew Garfield.
Tick Tick Boom. Yes, I would choose him. I really liked him in Tick Tick Boom.
Andrew Garfield.
We all saw Tick Tick Boom. Remember?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did.
So yeah, I think if he wins, I'll be happy.
Or King Richard again. Will Smith.
Will Smith. Yeah, Will Smith may actually win. King
Will
Richard.
Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That was a good movie. It's in cinemas now.
It's
Has
a
he won
movie about the Williams, right? So was it?
Has he won an
Serena
Oscar?
Williams?
Will Smith.
Yeah.
Well,
Has
the
he-
Williams
What?
sisters are in it. Yes.
Yeah.
Has he won an Oscar? Will Smith?
Has Will Smith ever won an
Somebody
Oscar
calling me?
before?
Who's
What?
calling me?
What?
What?
Somebody calling me.
Colin?
Somebody,
What?
somebody calling you? Who?
Somebody calling the Williams.
Oh, Williams.
Oh no, not calling you. I thought, yeah.
Oh, wait,
Serena
the-
Williams.
The
What about Will
Williams
Smith?
sisters are in the King Richard movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will Smith.
Hey, this guy Oh yeah. Wow. So he's supporting the granddad that we saw
Oh, the
tonight.
grand.
The grandfather.
Mm.
He's nominated best actor in a supporting role.
Best actor in a supporting role.
So he was okay in this one. Yeah.
Righty. But considering a lot of Oscar movies, a lot of them I didn't tend to like too much, but this time I've liked quite a few of them.
Yeah, obviously you liked King Richard the most, yeah, because you're gonna,
Yeah, that was a good movie.
yeah. Actress in a leading role. I have not seen any of these.
I have not watched any of them
Jessica
either.
Chastain in The Eyes of Tammy Faye, Penelope Cruz, Nicole Kidman. Supporting Belfast again. So interestingly, both the granddad and the grandma are nominated for supporting roles.
Interesting.
But not the actors, right? Not the main ones. Yeah. Animated feature film, Encanto, Flea, Luca, Raya and the Dragon.
Raya the Last Dragon.
Last Dragon.
That was a good movie. El Canto, I found like super annoying.
Encanto, yeah.
Luca I liked.
How about the Mitchells and the Machine?
I have not seen that yet.
Oh, this is by the Lego movie people.
Yeah. I have not
Cinematography.
seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it myself. Cinematography, Dune. Yeah, I would pick Dune. I thought it was good. Oh, this is what I said, isn't it? When we did the review for Nightmare Alley, I was saying how the movie should get an Oscar for cinematography. There you go. Then,
Alrighty.
so yeah.
Moving on. There's a lot of things that I say.
Actually, it's kind of related because, you know, Kenneth Branagh is in the running for Best Director, Belfast. So, and also he's going up against Steven Spielberg for West Side Story.
Which we still haven't seen yet, so that actually might be a good one. But
yeah. But yeah, actually, I'm just wondering how many did Belfast get? Belfast, Best Picture, Supporting Role, Actress, so 3, 4, 5, Music, 7, 8 nominations for Belfast.
8 nominations.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's why I'm I'm guessing that that's gonna be the one.
That might win. You mean?
Yeah.
But it won't win them all.
It won't win them all, but a lot of the time, you know, when they get nominated for so many categories,
They might
there's a
win.
good chance it will win. For like Best Picture.
All right. So moving on.
Going
Moving
for
on,
the
what shall we do?
favourites.
The scores?
Going for the favourites. Mark. Hi, hey Marcus.
Sorry?
What?
Going for the favourites, eh?
Going for the
The favourites.
favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Favourite.
that's what I think is the favorite. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
As they say in horse racing.
So overall scores. Are we getting quick scores?
Scores now? Alrighty then. So who wants to go first?
Who wants to go first? Okay, I'll go first this time. I kind of liked it. Semi-autobiographical. As Jono says, right? It doesn't I mean, it's more like you know, like a story of his childhood told from his point of view of, you know, him as a little kid, not quite understanding what's really happening around him. So I kind of enjoyed just looking at his world in the 60s through his eyes. And you know, I really like how they had those splashes of color, even though the whole movie was black and white. Like the splashes of color, you get a sense of how like those movies and TV shows would have influenced like the, you know, the director, like to become who he eventually becomes.
it's like-
you know, a director, film director.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like flashes of looking back in time.
Looking back in time, and
Right.
also sort
Yeah.
of like seeing the seeds that are being planted in
Yeah.
like the future Kenneth
Yeah.
Branagh.
Yeah.
Because
But
yeah.
effectively, that strategy has been used more recently now. The whole black and white with a dash of color.
Dash of color. Yeah, I think Pleasantville did it. And then more recently, yeah, there was one that we saw, isn't it?
There was
Or
a
maybe not.
really old one as well, where the only color that was seen was a girl in a red dress.
Well, I remember Sin City was all black, but then there was splashes of like red. So that's another
Yeah.
one.
And WandaVision also did that.
Oh
in
yeah,
like
yeah,
two
of course.
episodes.
WandaVision.
But what was
Well-
that other historical one with the woman in the red dress and the whole Nazi situation? I
Oh,
forgot the
Schindler's
name of it.
List.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Steven
There was
Spielberg one.
yeah. There was one scene where you just see the woman walking like in the red dress.
Yeah. So overall, I think I'll give it a solid 8
Solid.
for me.
An 8.
Solid 8 for me.
That's
Yeah.
high for Marcus.
Well, I mean, it's I'm backing it as the best picture winner, so it can't be
Alrighty.
too low. So yeah, 8.
Maybe I'll go last.
Okay, you go last.
Okay.
Okay, Bill.
What has Jonathan scored?
He'll give his score last. So you can do it. You can go.
Is he
Okay.
basing his score on mine? I have no idea. I'll go last though.
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 Jonathans here, isn't there?
Wait, what?
One
There's only
Jonathan. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well. The whole film, I thought it was. Yeah, I found that it was a little bit of struggle to be maintaining focus in the movie because I realized that the religious persecution and stuff in Northern Ireland because
Northern Ireland.
when sorry yes it was Northern Ireland.
Yep, keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, even when I was young, people were talking about that.
Yes.
And so, but then seeing Star Trek and what was it, Around the World in 80 Days or something like that. That other thing.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. but like they looked as if they were on TV to me. But anyway, so yeah, those were off-putting to me. So I was thinking, there's stuff in here which is detracting from time periods, and so I can't really enjoy. So I wasn't really enjoying the movie as much as I wanted to be.
Okay.
So I'd have to score it a 5.
5 out of 10. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
From Bill.
And Jeff?
Jeff.
Yeah, I'll give it 6.
6. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, low for Jeff.
Yeah,
very
pretty
low.
low. I was expecting higher from Jeff.
Yeah. What did the IGN guys say?
Not yet. I won't show anything yet until we all.
Oh,
have
I think we
our
will say our
scores.
scores. Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's next? Yeah.
James.
IGN.
Or maybe
Yes.
it's gone.
So Jeff, nothing to back up your score?
Yeah. It was in black and white, most of it, wasn't it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
which
there's
is
a
good.
reason for it. Yeah,
There's a reason for it.
Yeah.
It'd be like Schindler's List. Yeah, I know.
exactly. Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of it. Black and white.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
what?
I understand that. Some people are not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons. There's no famous people is in this one, is it?
Except for Judi Dench. She's
Dench, yeah.
famous.
That's not. That's. I mean, not my favorite. So that's losing marks for me. Yeah, no famous people. Black and white.
If there's a hot chick in there, you score
Yeah,
higher,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
As well.
Yeah. Rachel Welch.
Well, she doesn't count.
I mean, if you see that movie by itself was very, very controversial at the time,
Right.
and the censors came down very hard on that movie.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they even made a comment. The mom made a comment. Why did you bring us to this? Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, but you only saw like a small
Small
screen of it.
section, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
Jono.
yep. The movie I found I enjoyed the movie. It was good. The cinematography was a good decision.
Mm.
I wouldn't be surprised if it actually did win it, but I'm still hoping for King Richard.
King Richard, yeah.
But in terms of what it was, the story was a bit mix and match.
Yeah.
There's stuff that they didn't really get into deeply, like the full stories. The semi-autobiographical story seemed okay, I guess, but it wasn't really too deep either. So it was more like a feel-good type, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be a deep movie. It's more like emotions, yeah.
You didn't really get too much emotion from it because it wasn't really deep. You see the struggle of this one family and what they go through.
Yeah, exactly. It's the family struggle. Yeah.
But then you don't really see a lot of the struggle. So in terms of where the story goes, I don't think it was like a complete story. Or it remained just semi-incomplete. And yeah, I think it's more of just a feel-good story of the movie. You don't really get too much out of it.
Interesting.
But overall, it does fit in the historical aspects. But as well, watching the movie, I actually had to read the subtitles a lot because the language was so hard to understand at times that I had to read the
Oh, man.
subtitles.
Oh, the Irish
I could
accent,
understand it.
Yeah.
I could understand it really easily.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's the pronunciation which kind of got me
yeah.
not good.
Uh,
Like
I didn't.
as a his,
I didn't
Go
need
on.
the
All right, keep going,
subtitles
keep
at
going,
all.
keep going. What's your score?
in terms of like how they were saying it, it was a bit hard to understand.
Yeah.
But it's actually good that they still had it that way because of where it's located.
Well, it's authenticity,
Yeah,
authenticity
authentic to that.
to that era in that period. Yes.
So my score is actually a 7.
A what?
A 7.
7. Ooh. You're
Uh-huh.
actually higher than most people this time around.
It's higher than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I'm surprised why Jeff rated so low.
That's 6. Oh, okay. Well, he didn't like black and white. Okay. IGN is a 9. Amazing.
Wow.
It's a touching ode to days gone by. So yeah, so a 9 from IGN, and Rotten Tomatoes is
It's
7.
about an 8.
Audience is
Oh, okay.
92. So yeah, so deeply personal project for
Cool.
writer director Kenneth Branagh.
What about IMBD?
IMDb, you mean? IMDb.
Yeah.
Belfast.
What did you give it, Marcus?
Not 8. 8.
8. 8.
It's about 7. Is it?
I'm
7?
still actually wondering the reason of Jeff's 6. Without
They're
much.
going along with. They're going along with Jeff.
Who?
With Jono. Sorry.
Yeah, without much explanation of the 6.
Oh, I think he,
Uh,
he did say he doesn't like black and white. He doesn't have any good famous actors or actresses.
Actresses and actors don't matter. When you watch a completely new film, if they were completely
Well,
new
yeah,
actors,
I get it. Yeah, yes. I mean, yeah, but I do know that some people won't watch a film if there's no.
No famous people.
Yes.
okay, so that's the Jeff way then, I guess.
Yeah.
well, I can give you a perfect example of that. After we stop recording.
Yeah. Well, are we